This year's MacArthur Genius Grants were just announced. Here's the full winner list. Hanif Abdurraqib, 38, music critic, essayist and poet, forging a distinctive style of cultural and artistic criticism through the lens of popular music and autobiography. Daniel Alarcón, 44, writer and radio producer, chronicling the social and cultural ties that connect Spanish-speaking communities across the Americas. Marcella Alsan, 44, physician-economist, investigating the role that legacies of discrimination and resulting mistrust play in perpetuating racial disparities in health. Trevor Bedford, 39, computational virologist, developing tools for real-time tracking of virus evolution and the spread of infectious diseases. Reginald Dwayne Betts, 40, poet and lawyer, promoting the humanity and rights of individuals who are or have been incarcerated. Jordan K. Steele, 32, painter, capturing everyday encounters with people of color in portraits that invite reciprocal recognition of our shared humanity. Don Troy, 59, poet and translator, bearing witness to the effects of military violence and U.S. imperialism on the civilians of the Korean Peninsula. Ibrahim Sis, 38, cellular biophysicist, developing microscopy tools to investigate the subcellular processes underlying genetic regulation and misfunction. Nicole Fleetwood, 48, art historian and curator, elucidating the cultural and aesthetic significance of visual art created by incarcerated people. Christina Ibarra, 49, documentary filmmaker, crafting nuanced narratives about borderland communities, often from the perspective of Chicana and Latina youth. Abraham X. Kendi, 39, American historian and cultural critic, advancing conversations around anti-Black racism and possibilities for repair in a variety of initiatives and platforms. Daniel Lind Ramos, 68, sculptor and painter, transforming everyday objects into assemblages that speak to the global connections inherent in Afro-Caribbean and diaspora legacies. Monica Munoz Martinez, 37, public historian, bringing to light long obscured cases of racial violence along the U.S.-Mexico border and their reverberations in the present. Desmond Meade, 54, civil rights activist, working to restore voting rights to formerly incarcerated citizens and remove barriers to their full participation in civic life. Joshua Meal, 52, adaptive technology designer, developing devices to enable blind and visually impaired people to access everyday technologies and digital information. Michelle Monge, 45, neurologist and neuro-oncologist, advancing understanding of pediatric brain cancers and the effects of cancer, treatments with an eye toward improved therapies for patients. Sophia Noble, 51, digital media scholar, highlighting the ways digital technologies and internet architectures magnify racism, sexism, and harmful stereotypes. J. Taylor Perrin, 44, geomorphologist, deconstructing the physical processes that create landforms on Earth and other planetary bodies. Alex Rivera, 48, filmmaker and media artist, exploring issues around migration to the United States and exploitative labor practices with an activist